Alrighty, greetings everyone. My name is Villager395, and welcome to today's episode of Podcastle Gaming. You guys are joined again today with my co-host Jim Dragon, special guest star Hot Garbo, and we're also joined by another special guest star today, Jerome. That is Jeremiah's
Just Jerome.
Just Jerome. Yeah, just Jerome.
Yeah, just Jerome.
Yeah, today we have some amazing topics to talk to you guys about. As you can see, we're playing Paradise City. And then we're going to talk about Walmart. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's bad. We're going to talk about Walmart, Dr. Squash, donuts, and then intelligent AI, and waffles. We have a huge list of our plate today. So actually, we're going to start off with my Walmart story that I really want to talk about in the podcast today, just because of how stupid it is. So here's the thing. So I was heading out to Walmart because recently, for Halloween, Reese's released their limited edition Reese's candies. They're kind of like the eggs you can get at Easter. The Reese's eggs. They're round and not peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I remember talking about this last podcast episode.
Yeah. So they made a Halloween version of of those chocolates. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'm gonna run out there and get it real quick. And so I was in a Walmart I hadn't been in quite often. So I didn't know my way around the store. So I got lost. And so, but while I was there, I managed to find.
How did you get lost?
Because I went to the wrong spot. I went to the opposite. I went to the right side of the store when really it was all on the left side of the store. And so I went to the right. I ended up walking past the bath section, and I saw the Dr. Squash bars of soap available to buy, and I was like, "Yo, Dr. Squash!" And if you don't know Dr. Squash, it's that commercial where the guy's holding the plate, and he's like, "You're not a dish, you're a man." It's that one.
Oh yeah.
It's that ad campaign. So originally you could only get it through online, and so I was sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh dang, it's $5." And I was really curious because the ads were super weird and stuff. So I was I'm I gotta give this a try,
Yeah.
And so, and so I remember, and so, I went to this, and so it was funny because I was on the edge of doing it too. I initially did not want to buy it, so I walked up to it and I gave it, and I'm like, dang, this smells pretty good, right? And I'm and then I walked up to it and I was like, oh no, I shouldn't do it. So I walked away, and as I walked away, I was turned back, but I'm like, but I've never tried it before, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I shouldn't.
That's the same logic of drugs. Don't do it.
I know. I was like, no, I shouldn't get it. I'm not gonna get it. So I walked away again, and I walked back, and I felt super weird, walking up to the soap and smelling it. And I was like, man, it smells really good though. I should buy it. It's $5. This is expensive soap. I don't know if I should really be buying this, but I was like, I'll buy it one time just to give it a try. So after walking back and forth, looking like an insane person in Walmart, can't deciding whether or not to buy, soap.
Yeah.
So I was eventually I was all right, fine, I'll do it. So I went and grabbed it, and I felt so weird walking around the store, looking for with a bar of soap in my hand, trying to look for trying to look for chocolate. So I actually went, and I couldn't even find the chocolate I can for. So I went into the store with my goal to buy chocolate and left with soap instead.
Dude. After this going back and forth with the soap.
After
crazy.
going back and forth in the store. Yeah, and so instead of buying Reese's like I originally planned, I instead bought a box of donuts and a bar of soap.
Oh,
so
donuts?
The complete opposite of what I was actually planning on doing.
Alright, this is very important. What type of donuts?
I just got the regular Walmart brand chocolate ones because they're actually really good.
Chocolate?
Underrated.
Dude.
They're always super soft and their chocolate's super tasty.
Don't get out! Almost got poisoned.
Oh no, dude. I'm not a big fan of the chocolate donuts at Walmart.
I
Wait, is it the small ones or is it the big ones?
No, it's the big full-size donuts.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were talking about those small, tiny donuts.
Oh no. You're talking about actual donuts.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't tried that before.
Yeah, no, they're actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so naturally when I got home, I gotta try this soap. No cap, it's honestly This is the favorite soap I have ever owned. Like no cap. Like this is actually like quality, really good soap. Like I smell great for like the first time ever. Because I've always used like cheap soap. And it's weird.
Got stuck.
Like I've never like been sitting here. I'm like, wow. I actually said and, like, and like my sister's like, it's weird because you actually smell like a man. And I'm like, dang.
Sheesh!
You just got called out,
destroyed.
dude. Oh my
Yeah, I got
my
called
gosh.
out, and I'm like, man, I should just use this stuff from now on. But once again, it's like $5 for a bar of soap, and like it was weird because I'm reading it, and I'm like, why would I want sand in my soap? It'll make it feel grainy. I really like the graininess of the bar of soap. I'm like, why did I enjoy that so much?
Something is
I
wrong
think this
with
is
you.
the first. I guess something is wrong with me. And because I'm like, this is the first time I've ever like enjoyed actually taking a shower. Because before I just did it because it's like, you know, cleanly. But now I was like, that was actually a lot of fun. Like not fun, like it was actually like therapeutic for once to take a shower. It was
Dude,
weird. Like how much I enjoyed using that
I
soap.
love taking showers, personally. Like sometimes I just like fall asleep while taking a shower, which is bad because I'm like in the tub like 30 minutes and it's wasting water.
Yeah.
But so yeah, but I won't lie to you. Like even though like it does sound weird to enjoy having like grainy soap, especially like bars of soap, I do really like any type of soap that's like that has grainy texture to it.
Yeah, exactly. It was weird. I was like, why do I like this so much? Like
It's
it
just
feels
so, like-
wrong almost. It's like
What's like a good
because you're like, because I'm so yeah, exactly. It's like 'cause it's not like it's not harsh. Like it wasn't harsh. It wasn't like I was like taking like sandpaper and rubbing against my skin. No, it was like it was weird. I don't know how to describe it. You know?
I don't know how to get out of this hole now. I fell in the hole in Astroneer. Oh,
You're just
there we
gonna
go.
die. I'm sorry, dude.
I love.
Oh my goodness.
I love. Yes.
Get us dead. Alright, Jerome, you were saying something? Like I think you need to boost your mic. It's a little bit quiet.
Yeah, you need to boost your mic because we can't hear you at all. Yeah, so that's my story of going of
Go
like
to settings, I think. And this should be like
yeah, so that was my story.
device
It's
thing.
like the
and do
goal
stuff.
to get, you know, soap and came out. Sorry, my goal to get chocolate and came out with soap instead.
Good job. And
You know,
donuts.
like
And donuts. So like,
Yeah, and donuts.
I mean, you technically get chocolate donuts. Like that's a type
Yeah.
of chocolate.
I guess.
you really
yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, kind of like the opposite. It's still like kind of like the opposite we go in for. It's like I just came to get candy and I left with the bar of soap that I had never tried before and I genuinely really enjoyed.
Yeah, have fun spending $5 on soap for the rest of your life.
I'm not gonna spend $5 on soap. I think it's gonna be like one of those special occasion soaps.
Oh yeah,
Where
when
it's like I only wear this if I'm like going on a
worn
date.
out.
Except for like right now, because I'm like getting ready to leave. So instead, I'm
So
gonna
you're gonna go on a
experiment
date?
now. No, I'm not going on a date. I'm
On
gonna
a
use
date,
it every time
God.
I take a shower from now on. But my siblings, but like no one else can touch it in the household.
The
Dude,
full
I
video
expensive.
promise you, someone's gonna use that like within the 2 years. You know, God, like someone's
Oh,
gonna
no,
use
I'm gonna
that,
use
though.
it. I'm gonna try and use it. What I'm doing is I'm conducting an experiment with this. So I'm going to.
You still take
do
fall
math.
damage with the hoverboard? That is BS. my
Yeah, you do.
friend.
Yeah,
But
you
there is
do.
a pet that you can get that actually that you can get from Vicenia, and with that gastropod, if it's well fed, it actually mutes all damage taken ever.
It's really good. Pet.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
Alright, I quit.
Dude,
so like I'm
yeah,
gonna do an
but-
experiment. I'm going to count the amount of times it takes to run through that entire bar of soap. Like I'm going to like from now until like the time it goes, I'm going to count the amount how long it lasts with just me using it, and then I'm gonna take another bar of soap and I'm gonna count to see how long that one lasts with also the same price the one that I normally use. You know, and so I'm gonna see if it actually is like how much more expensive it is to use the cheap brand than the little bit more expensive brand, and then if Dr. Schwash comes out like just like I don't know a few cents cheaper overall. You know, in terms of like the way it like,
Wow.
like I would permanently switch to it if it's.
That's
like,
crazy,
If it turns
bro.
out like the cheap stuff is like, even though like you know, because it still cleans, you know, and it turns out to be cheaper in the long run, then I may just keep that one. So
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
that's
see.
totally valid. Dude. Like, do you have like a loofah? I think it's called like the scrub things.
I do have a loofah.
So you can scrub like a little bit of the ball into like the loofah, and then it kind of works about the same.
I don't
Yeah,
have one.
I know
though, so
that.
What's the
yeah.
point of
So
loofahs?
the only thing is though about this one is that it really doesn't
It's
sud
just
up.
better at
Like,
scrubbing
it
your
doesn't
body and
It
stuff.
doesn't suds. It doesn't like create as much suds as like normal soaps. It's a little bit less, I would say.
Ah, okay.
But it works though. Like it genuinely works. Like I wash my
Yeah.
entire body with it, and like the smell sticks. Like I'll be honest. It kind of feels like I'm sitting next to a random person right now. Like that's how strong it is. I'm just gonna take time to get used to it. I'll be honest. Like I'm like sitting next to myself, and I keep like looking over my shoulder. I'm like, there's someone behind me with really good cologne.
It's really smelling. That's really good guy.
He's not used to smelling good.
I'm not used to smelling nice.
That's a
I mean,
Discord
wrong with
mod
the
moment.
I know. Well, I mean, like I take it. I mean, I clean myself and I wear deodorant and stuff like that. It just hasn't like smelled like
That
good.
good.
You know?
Nah,
I-
you
I
never
smell- I
shower.
smell like I smell like a Dollar Tree version of myself, but now I smell like a premium version of myself. It's like I
You've
subscribed to
upgraded.
myself.
2 times.
Yeah, I upgraded my subscription service to myself today.
Yeah, but Thomas, like, Lupa's, I feel like a pretty fundamental to be cleaner.
Oh, yeah,
It's like-
I agree.
it's better.
Lupas are pretty amazing.
I don't.
They are,
use-
they're great.
I will-
Could you use less soap? Why are you drunk? Oh. How do you? Okay, I'm shocked. But like, I'm like of the opinion that like you're just not as clean if you don't use like a loofah. Cause you use less soap
I didn't even
and
hear
it
Jerome
spreads
say
like
anything,
better.
so
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, both you and Jacob said that. I was like, what? Yeah, it was like that time when both you and Jacob like thought my toothbrush was your guys's. I thought how guys could
Oh.
do this. It was terrible. It was awful. I was like, wait, what?
You guys
What are you
all
talking
made
about?
out with each other.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh.
That's so that's gross. That's so. It's worse than making out. It's actually like
what's
all
worse
the
than making
grime.
out
that is
because your
true.
toothbrush absorbs all the dirt and grime that you want to get out of your mouth.
Yeah, dude. That was a weird awakening. So like, I know now. Like after that, I just tell people what the color toothbrush was. Until you know, I have a back in real life, so I'm chilling. Dude, you don't understand.
Well, that's,
Dude,
that's
Okay,
a
but
certain
toothbrush
guy.
collects all the grime and all the like decaying food that you had in your teeth, and now you're putting that into your mouth. So it's like,
Oh, he bad.
like unless you're both eating and start making out while eating, like I don't know how. Like if you compare. Totally gross.
All right, your title's
You can
gonna.
hit him, right?
Your title's gonna
Why
include
don't we-
make out with the homies now.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be. I'm thinking about the title. I'm thinking like sandy soap, French
Limey
kissing,
makeout.
and I don't know. We have to hit on the other point still.
Okay,
I
we can see another gross.
We went
thing.
from soap into French kissing. 'Cause the pathway went like soap to toothbrushes to accident using each other's toothbrushes. Oh, gay chicken? I heard that game. Sorry.
Gay chicken?
Sorry, I'm talking to my friend. Basically,
that?
it's where the two people, two guys, like lean in for the kiss.
Oh, chicken.
And then-
I know what you're talking about.
The first person chicken out loses.
Dude, that's just like a
Yeah.
test to see
That-
who's more
that's just
gay.
that's just an excuse. Yeah, exactly. That's the excuse to
I
make
actually
out
heard a
with your
story
homies.
about.
Yeah, it's like.
No, I actually heard a story about that where like so this guy would always win because he just wouldn't bow out. And one time they got into a competition with a guy that was gay. And like and they didn't know that he was gay. Like he hid it the entire time. And then like years later he was like, yeah, I'm actually gay. And he ended up kissing the guy.
I feel like that's like a little bit of like a wrong thing to do. To be like, yeah, guys, let's all make out. We're all straight here. And then like, you
No,
turn
here's
out
the
to
thing.
be gay.
He wasn't.
to get
He wasn't the
more
one that
pleasure.
was. The guy that did it wasn't like the one that like challenged him. It just happened that he was there.
Oh, okay. That's like okay. That's way better. So like, it's no longer wrong.
Yeah, and then he was like, and he was talking to the guy like
I'm ready.
years later, and was like, yeah, by the way, I'm gay. You're my first kiss. Like no cap.
Dude, that's like, did he know he was gay? Like, while like making out with his friend, or like,
No,
did
so
making
the
out with
first
his
guy,
friend
yeah, the guy
make
that
him
wouldn't
realize
chicken
he was
out
gay?
was straight, but like, and he wasn't gay. But the
Oh.
guy that he challenged was gay.
So
And he just like, and so he
so
was
he
like,
beat
ah,
the
that's alright. I don't
challenge?
mind kissing him.
Oh, what the
And
heck?
his goal wasn't to kiss him, because he thought he was gonna bow out, because he's like everyone else did. But the gay guy was like, ah, that's alright. Kiss, you know.
they just made out. You know, just casual straight
Yeah.
things.
Great thing.
You know, just me and the homies. Oh my God,
This
it's
is
so
me
great.
and the homies, bro.
Nah. I'm not
Hey,
kissing
Joe.
my homie. I do not care.
Dude, come on, man. Come on. I thought we were homosexual. What's
Nope,
going on?
we are not.
Joe, this is insane. No, stop.
I respectfully decline. With all the respect in the world, I respectfully
Okay, valid. It's totally valid.
Yeah, respect. I'm white. Respect. One who's
What?
not like
Why?
the other.
Why? Why do you emphasize your white?
Because he is.
I am.
Yeah, but like, it's weird to bring up. Yeah, what? Like, it's like if my brother's like, I have 5 toes, by the way. But anyways, like,
I don't know. It's just. I don't know why I said that. Do not
I don't know why you
question
said
my
that
methods.
it's like a humble brag, like, hey guys, yeah.
No.
I'm also
That is
white.
no. That is not a humble brag right there. Let's get this very clear.
Imagine being about. Can you imagine bragging about being white?
Dude,
That's-
that's what he did right now. That's what.
No, I didn't. I just said the words "I'm white," and you took the inference to be a humble brag.
Dude, it's like when we were at that Korean restaurant last night, and they're like, "Do you want to use chopsticks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm white."
That was
Yeah,
so,
dude, like,
so awkward.
Dude,
bro.
that was so cringe.
That was so
like, I
cringe.
cringed. I was like, why did you say that? The same no.
That was so like out of left field, bro.
so angry.
Bro, dude. Like, you made yourself look so foolish.
Yeah, I made myself look
Free
white
word
like
challenge
I
canceled.
I just
You're
took
just not
out
even
3
comfort
men. I just took out 3 men. Let's go.
Huh?
I'm playing Chivalry too. I just took out 3 dudes by myself. Oh wait, okay, that may not have been the best time to say that, considering our conversation topic before. No, but when I say take out, I mean literally killed.
Ended as soon as I had used 3 balloons on
But here's the thing, because I am so white, I literally could not use shot caps.
Wait, that guy looks like, dude. Oh wait,
Dude, I remember going on the. Wait, what was I about to say? Date? No, I remember going out with my 2 friends. We were both guys, by the way. They're both guys. And like he took me out to Why does it sound so gay? Okay, my friends and I went to a ramen place. Okay, we went to a ramen place, and like they wanted to learn how to use chopsticks, so like I was teaching them how to use chopsticks like the entire time while eating. Fun experience, very fun.
It was a pretty fun experience.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that like people don't know how to use chopsticks.
yeah, I'm uncultured, so I don't know these chopsticks.
Oh, fine. One day you will learn if you feel like it. If you really feel like it.
Oh, know what just happened? I did something not right.
Barley wine?
I hold them like
It
a
works!
spear
It
and I
works, does it
shank
not?
my food.
I'm still good at using the chopsticks.
Why are
we doing that
they are online?
They're engaged.
I did not
Yeah.
say that. What are you talking about?
One nerd's
Hey, wait, are you? Hey, Jem, are you ready to race?
That ends in like 5 minutes.
Do you see the screen?
Yeah, I see the race screen.
Okay.
You gonna let
We're
this
gonna
guy
have to
get
wait
the better
another
of you?
like hour if we do a match.
Okay, Drum. Think about a topic. Go.
No pressure.
Think about
or
it.
anything.
I must race now.
Ah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good topic, yeah. Alright, so Drummer knows this, but like we've been to Europe, so Europe was really cool.
Oh, when were you guys in Europe? Like how long ago?
Probably, yeah, 2018.
Oh,
Wait, are you still
2018,
2018?
I knew about that.
Or 2017.
That's
Okay.
right. I knew about that.
Yeah, when we went to what was it, Denmark, Germany, and Joe, is it Iceland or Greenland? Yeah, Denmark, Iceland. Okay, that makes sense. Amsterdam and Denmark. Oh shoot, no, I forgot. This is Amsterdam. You're right, dude. It is. You're right, dude. I'm sorry, dude. Come on, dude. Come on. Yeah, okay, Amsterdam. That's what I meant to say.
Amsterdam is not in America, Mike.
And Paris.
Oh, Denmark is.
Yeah, dude. I said Denmark instead of Amsterdam. How? Okay, but no, it's fine. But honestly, Denmark is probably my favorite place I went to out of all the places. How about you, Joe? Like what? Amsterdam. Oh man.
How are you confusing Amsterdam and Denmark? Like, real question.
You didn't like Amsterdam?
I love
Oh,
smoke.
I mean, I guess the weed was pretty bad.
You would.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It wasn't. There wasn't like a lot of like weed smell around the place. There was just that one weed shop we went to.
Dude, I
Yeah,
drive
yeah.
past a weed shop every day I go to work.
Nice. That you
Yeah,
just
well,
lost
it's
your
called
location.
cannabis.
Not cannabis. Just kidding. Legally adult. Yeah. So, Dom, like, what's the place that you really enjoyed in Europe? And after that, like, you guys talk about your favorite place you went to out of America.
Oh, this guy.
Because I feel like Amsterdam is really fun. Like, there's a lot of food, places
Oh, I
to go, a
got
lot of
like no
hiking.
points for that, bro.
Pretty cool.
Oh, Jem, you're gone. Ah, dude, I am gone.
Dude, you're so fast. In Paris? Okay. I like Paris a lot, but I don't know if I would ever go back to Paris. It's just a bit too, like...
Why do you like
crowded for
Paris?
me. And also Berlin, yeah? Oh, you're right, Germany's really good. Oh, yeah, that's true. I think I might change my answer to Iceland. Even though we won't talk about Iceland, but I just remembered how much I liked Iceland. Yeah, that was really fun. Oh wait, didn't we went hiking? Oh yeah, that's true. We stayed in the house for a little bit, but like we also the hiking places are sick. They're so cool. Saw some goats.
Yeah, so I've actually been. Have you guys been to Solvang in California?
What's California? Never heard of it.
I know you haven't heard of California.
I'm kidding, bro.
Yeah, I remember the island. I think I still have photos of the tickets. Let me see. Oh, sorry. I thought I muted my mic. I'm just munching on TikTok.
Nice. I love hearing chewing.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, the photo's too far back. I'm too.
Oh,
lazy to look at it. But, yeah, that. Oh, you what?
Sorry, my bad. Just keep going.
Gamer noises. Gamer
noises.
this game. Yeah, the island. It was cool. I want to go back. It's like one of those things that I was like, yeah, it's cool to go to, but it's not something I want to go back to. Not something I'm hyped about. Yeah, it's definitely an island. Definitely cool. The first trip with our grandfather, who is now gone. We don't talk about him. The one that grandma married, and then he disappeared after a couple of weeks. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Dude, like he gave us like $1,000 or something, like at least. Like he gave us a lot of money.
15 seconds.
Francis, Grandpa Francis. Oh, I guess that guy grandma married and then he disappeared. Yeah, the quiet guy? No.
Whatever you can
Yeah,
to get to the finish first.
Yeah. The what? Well, don't worry, Joe. You never have to ever worry about him again.
What?
So like, wait, so like, a real question though, like when did he did he disappear? Like shortly after marrying like this woman?
So like, grandma married him, and then we saw him, and then after we came back for our next trip, like he's just gone. I guess I don't know. He's just gone. Like a couple months after. Like I guess they got a divorce. Yeah.
Hey, why don't you change your mouse right now?
Really quickly. I don't know if that's too private to reveal, but like it doesn't matter. Like it's really fine.
Yo, Jeff,
Whatever.
where you
It's a
going, my
person.
guy?
Oh no! I was
There's
just chasing
checkpoints.
out. I was just driving. Uh oh.
So
In
they
the wrong
just-
place.
So they got in a divorce and they just disappeared one day?
I mean, he didn't like
go
disappear one
crazy.
day.
Oh, until my
It
team
felt like
stabbed
it.
me in the back.
Cause like we came back, and I saw his call there, and I was like, and like he hasn't like been to his call. Like I've never seen him come out there, and so I asked my guy, I was like, hey, so where's Francis at now? Like is he somewhere? And it's like, oh, like he's not here. I'm like, what?
What?
I'm like, but I see his call right there. It's like, yeah, he's not here. I'm like,
Nani?
okay. So like I went to ask my dad about it, and my dad's like, oh, Dom didn't tell you? Like they got a divorce. I'm like, huh?
When did that happen, my guy?
I'm like, huh, really? It's like, yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
how'd he die, though?
No, he didn't die. Like they just like
They got a
like a
divorce.
divorce. Yeah.
And you haven't seen him anymore? After that?
No, I didn't even know about it. Like someone just had to tell me.
many guys!
that it happened. So
That's weird. So, like,
you
did
didn't
he,
know about
like-
that too?
So was your grandpa Francis, was he related to you guys, or is
No.
he like? Or
No,
was
no,
he,
no, he just-
Oh, he wasn't related to you guys.
No, he's just some guy.
He was some- oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You made it sound like he was like your biological grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
no,
like,
no.
One
No,
day
no,
you
no,
just
no.
up and disappeared. And you
Yeah,
haven't
just
heard from him
disappeared
since.
after meeting this woman. He's like, oh, dude, this woman's so cool.
I
And he's
love you
gone.
so much, I'll leave you forever. That's true love right there.
True love, I'm gone. I'm fading away. No. Like, he was a bit... I don't know, like, he was a quiet guy. He seemed nice, but he was, like, quiet.
Dude, I like how I'm fighting the enemy and then my teammate just pokes me in the back and I end up dying. Like, it's pretty great, I'm not
Dude.
gonna lie.
A teammate
favorite part
poking him
about
back
the
with a
game.
stick. Dude,
And
that's
I
kinda
died?
weird. And he died? What?
That just sounds like Jeremiah.
Why are you
Okay,
talking?
great. Okay, great! Ah, why? Oh,
Dude, you're just in pain right now.
I don't know. I'm going through it right now. I don't know what emotions I'm feeling,
Yeah,
but,
but-
you know.
Oh yes, emotions. Okay, so like
Are
what?
you not spectating this?
Like what is the so you guys have been out of I cannot spectate you. But you guys have been out of America, right? Like what's your favorite place out of America?
That's hard.
No, I've
That's
only
hard
been
to
out-
say because I've only been out to Cancun
Been to Mexico.
and to
Yeah.
Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you like most? Like I was
I-
like
the
if
water-
you
the
visit
sand-
again.
Dude, that
The
was a
beach
long
was
time
really
ago, I'll
pretty.
be honest. The beaches were really cool. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh
about
wait,
it.
so it was something that you and Paul Gobbo went to like
Together?
No, not together. I went at separate times.
Oh, okay.
I was very young when I went.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Bruh.
Like they can't really recall like a place you like you just can't like far away.
Okay. As I can tell you, like my favorite places in America. I think honestly, Idaho is definitely one of my favorite places that I've been. Arizona is definitely top of where I've been to. Let me think. Where else have I been? California, kind of mid. Not gonna lie. I would
Mid?
say that California. I would say California is overrated. I'll be honest.
It's definitely overrated, but I still think it's not mid.
Okay.
I feel like it has a bunch of like fun places just like in California.
Freeburn challenge started.
That's over 2000. But yeah, I definitely think it can be a bit like overrated. A
Freeburn
lot.
challenge
It can be a lot
canceled.
overrated.
Okay. That's fair.
Man, but like I'm surprised. Like why do you love like Idaho so much?
I don't know. I just like the people up there. It was a nice experience.
Okay.
You know, it was cool seeing like all the I guess like all the people, I guess. Like and it was a different community than what I'm used to, and I really liked it.
How so? Like were they just really close or really friendly?
I would say like really it was just different. I don't know how to describe it. You know, it was nice. It was kind of like Utah, but like, but better, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, Utah is probably my favorite place I've been to in the state. Just because, like, I really enjoy hiking, like, in Utah. Like, there's a lot
There
of
are some
good
really great
places in
hiking
Utah.
places in Utah, and that I genuinely enjoyed quite a bit. You know, it was like it's just one of a kind, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Yeah, it was.
You too, Hawk.
Yeah.
No, okay, go ahead.
There's a lot. Sorry, there's like a lot to do in Idaho. I remember there's like dunes and stuff like that.
Oh, really? Like, actually, like...
There's dunes in Idaho that you can like go and like ride and stuff like that. Like go like and do stuff with. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that like, when you think Idaho, you wouldn't think like, oh yeah, they got like
sand dunes and stuff. Yeah, that
sand
was not
dunes. Yeah, they can go like four-wheeling and stuff like that. Yeah, no, that was pretty sick.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
that's cool.
definitely one of a kind, I'd say.
I never hear like people talk about Idaho, so I don't like really know what's up there.
That's why. Yeah, there's like and like, yeah, I don't like there's
It's
like
a
this
wonderful
really cool
God.
place called Soda Jerks. They went to in Idaho. There's like I said, there's a lot of stuff to do in Idaho. You just gotta find it.
Soda Jerks sounds super familiar. Why do I know that? Like, what is that?
It's they make you
Do
like
whatever
custom
you can to get to the finish first.
like sodas, like that makes you like whatever you want together.
Yeah,
like, using
okay.
syrups and stuff like
I
that.
remember you telling me about this like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Like, what's your favorite soda combination you made?
Oh, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been there. It's been like a year or two. I don't remember the exact like thing that we did. But no, it was pretty good. Like you could make all sorts of different combinations. You got like candy to it. Like you could do like a Sprite mixed with like Dr. Pepper combined with like cherry limeade or like something like that.
Oh my
Like
god.
they had a lot of like really good like flavors. Like you do like the cream soda, like you know they had everything. They had like every soda in existence that you could think of. And then they're like here's all like these like flavors that you use for like Italian sodas that you can put in it. And then they're like, oh, and here's like some candy, like some whipping cream that you can put in it too. You know?
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely suggest if you're in Idaho, like look up, especially near Rexburg. It's near Rexburg. If you look up Soda Jerks, if you have if you have the ability to like check it out, I'd definitely suggest it. Yeah. Okay, so that also that actually like from there I just thought about another point that we kind of forgot about that we've been wanting to talk about for a while now, and that's AI. Hold up, I gotta do like all like this super like fancy voice or it.
Okay. Okay, so Joe and I were talking about this earlier, and like I know a lot of people are like AI is gonna replace all this in the future, but I think that's just never gonna be the case ever. Because like even though AI can make like pretty cool like images and stuff, but like I don't think they can like replace animators or like abstract artists because like there's like purposeful like things that like all this put into things that it's not logical. But yeah, that like symbolism and stuff like that. Cause like I know like robots can like just make up symbolism, but it won't be as like purposeful and impactful as like human artists. Is what I'm thinking.
I agree.
Yeah, because they're too logical, honestly. And all the symbolism and stuff too. Like it relates to our like common knowledge gathered from speaking with other people and stuff. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like one of the hardest things that people like when they talk about AI is like they forget that it runs off of a code.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have the ability to function on its own and be like and reason like a human can. Like I don't think that robots will ever have the ability to actually reason and like think for itself.
Yeah, at least not to like as complex as humans can. Like they
I
can't.
don't think it'll be. I know it can be like you could give it like for example like chess. Like chess is very logical, you know, stuff like that. That makes sense, but it can't like function in the way like a human brain would when it comes to like problem solving.
Yeah, because they're just too logical and too like linear. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're too linear, And like I said, they can only function to what we put into it. It can't learn on its own. We have to give it the knowledge.
Exactly.
There's no way that a robot can learn on its own. Unless we're talking about that article.
Go ahead. Talk about the article.
I don't have it pulled up. But maybe Jerome can look it up real quick and read it for us because we can't see his screen.
Oh yeah, Jerome, go ahead.
Yeah, so like,
what's the article called?
like, so look up an article about a Japanese robot. So, it was about a Japanese like robots created by the government. So like they're like Japanese killing robots, and like what happened was they became sentient, and then decided that humanity was they tried to decommission it, and it resulted in the death of a whole bunch of different Japanese scientists and stuff like that.
Yeah, so like
Look that up.
Japanese scientists failed sentient robots.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And it'd be like this whole article. It's totally fake. It reads like a
It
like the
is.
Russian sleep experiment type stuff. but still pretty funny. Dude, oh my gosh, I don't want that haunting me. Another one that nope, actually I cannot stray from the topic. Let's just wait for it.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Hey, we'll pull up that topic. Keep that in your brain thinker hole, and then we'll get to that.
Okay, I'll just keep it in. Yeah?
Okay, we'll pull that out. in a second.
Stronger? Dude. Oh, smart? Dude.
Oh, smarter?
It's easy. Superman. No, I'm kidding. No. Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not actively trying to be smarter. So he can be smarter if he feels like it, but he doesn't feel like it. Like he's just an American boy. Yeah. So like he can be like wise. Yeah. Actually smart. Like actually
Look
intelligent.
at that. We're straying from topic. Look up the article.
Yeah.
Look up the article.
Look it up. Look up failed Japanese scientist sentient robots. And then this would be I don't know how fast I can find it because this is what Jaden found, and Jaden, I don't know how long it spent looking for this, but but it's like, yeah,
That's
that
it.
one.
Okay, so cite your sources, and then we'll read it.
Cite that.
Say who wrote it and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, cite your sources to him. It's like YouTube comment.
Okay, so it's found
Oregonlive.
Live.com. Who's the author?
Dang, you're really making him cite.
Douglas Terry. Okay. Douglas Perry. Okay. All right, hit us with this article.
Dude, this sounds like a creative writing like project. Pause. Wait, pause. I totally thought this was gonna read more like an article rather than like a story.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's like one of the biggest things about it. But like another thing is like the lady that recounted this account is a UFOologist.
I feel like it doesn't even try to be like deceiving. I feel like it's literally just like a story.
It feels like that, right? She's like
Yeah,
a
like-
renowned UFOologist
Eh,
in the world.
Yeah, but no, it's
No,
not.
there's no way it's not. It's
No,
treating itself
no,
like it's real.
No, it doesn't though. Like it literally reads like, because at the very beginning, like John reads that like her lips quiver or something. Like that's like story. Like
I mean,
that's
have you
story
read? Okay, here's the
description.
thing. Have you read Malcolm Gladwell?
I have not. Is it like, does it do the same thing? Like,
He does the exact. He's an actual he's a journalist, and he's received, and like he's like a competent one, I guess you can say, and like he's received multiple awards for like the stuff he's done. And his writing, in a lot of the books that he's done, is just like this.
oh, wait,
Yes.
but like those are books though. Like I feel like this.
I know,
is-
but the books are based on articles that he's written.
Okay, but like, John, like, does it say it's based off of any article? Anyone? Yeah, see, like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's.
oh, okay.
Okay. Let's continue. Resume the article.
Continue. Okay, like I can take over for you if you want.
Okay,
Hey.
yeah, okay. I'll let you take over.
Just send me a photo of that. Oh, a
Yeah.
link
So
to
then while
it.
you're doing that, we're gonna. Like, so what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Hot Garbo? Like, how are you feeling on this one? You thinking it's real?
It's definitely fake. It's so fake. Gem tagging. And then I'm not gonna say the numbers because then, like people look me up and be like,
so-
"Hello, Demire."
Yeah. So like
Um,
the thing is that, it's hard to deny. I'll be honest. It's a little bit hard to deny UFOs for some instances. I'll be honest. Like,
Yeah.
there is some video evidence where it's like, boy, you can't, like, it's hard to explain like what the heck that was.
Like impossible even. You
Like
could say.
impossible even to be like, whoa, that's a weird coincidence. But I can't be like UFOologist,
Yeah.
That's already saying that, like, to say that you're a renowned UFOologist already kind of makes it sound like
I mean,
you'll believe anything and everything anyone
it
will
doesn't.
say.
It doesn't have to be alien UFOs because it just stands for unidentified flying object. They could be studying like government secret aircrafts and like they're trying to like
Yeah.
uncover the secrets on it or something like that.
Yeah, but once again, that makes it hard to. But like the fact that you're calling yourself a UFOologist, because like she even says it herself that she believes that extraterrestrials had been on the planet
Oh.
before.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it's like right there, it's like it's like UFOs are definitely a thing, like, but the fact that you're like extraterrestrials, and I know like all the like the science people in the audience are like, nah, villager, they're real. And I'm not. And here's the thing,
I'm starting to believe there could be aliens out there. Cause like,
here's the thing, I believe that there is no doubt in my mind that there are aliens, but there is a almost a competent and absolute belief that they have never been to the planet Earth.
I kind of agree actually. Like maybe they have like a little space support. But I feel like we would have known. Like really
I feel
obviously.
exactly. If we knew that there's intelligent life, I feel like we would know that already. If there's intelligent life,
Unless the
outside of
government
us.
just really hates us. It decides to hide this away. But even then, like, I feel like people would
Well, the thing-
know and saw videos.
Well,
of
you
it.
think there'd be the biggest thing is like I really don't think that there's any evidence to support we need history really, like strong history from the ancient Egyptians and stuff like that actually honestly like that say in writing that UFOs are real.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot of things that people are like, oh, like they described it in ancient writing, but like, they could also just not be describing it. Like
Yeah.
it's too like open for like interpretation that, like, even though it's a possibility, it's also an equal amount of possibility that it's not like the case.
Yeah,
The only
exactly.
time
So I
I've
think-
seen like any type. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Keep going.
The only thing that I've seen that like kind of like I was like, oh, what the heck, is that there was, I don't know if this is fake or not. I never really bothered to fact check this, but I saw like the video brought up a painting made during like the Renaissance time or something, a realism painting, and like it was a painting about like God and stuff like that. But in the top corner, you see like a little like flying like device with a person inside of it. I have no idea if that's real or not. Which is kind of, it does look like a UFO. So, I can't remember what it was.
Even though it's like from like the Renaissance stuff like that, it's like, you know, it's a little bit. You also have to remember, like, we have physical writings from the Renaissance. So if you have people from the Renaissance that are like honestly thinking, trying to, you know, explore their minds like that, I don't think they would just leave it in a painting. Like, we would have writing to support.
Well, it's because apparently it's supposed to represent an angel in the painting. Like, that's how he perceived angels to be, which is very like reminiscent of like a UFO, which is strange. Like, maybe because they didn't talk about it because they already talked about it, and like that's like how it, like a lot of people thought like angels would look like at that time. But at the same time, this could be totally fake, and I don't really. I need to fact check this later, and it seems really like out of left field. Like, it seems really like a long stretch.
Yeah, out of
so
left
it's like not valid at all. So. So basically, I'm saying everything I'm saying doesn't matter. But yeah. So short answer, I agree. I just don't. I don't think there's like any way we've actually like aliens have actually been on Earth at all. Like, there's just no proof. Cause like we know about it.
All right.
And like,
So do you have the article on you?
Yeah, I got it. John, what was the last line you read? Oh, it's actually really short. Never mind. Let me start from the top. Let's see. When we start, she is probably the most preeminent UFO investigator in the world. Fellow UFOlogists like Ike Bishop said of Al in 1998. Al believes space aliens have visited Earth many times, but right now she's more concerned about robots created by Earthlings. Do you really call this Earthlings? Okay, bro, like what? Okay, it doesn't. Okay.
So remember, this isn't written by her. This is written by someone else observing her from the outside.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. She says the massive. He's not even, dude. Okay. She says the massacre of the scientists has been hushed up because the robotics company has too much to lose, and the government wants AI robot soldiers. Her speech took place back in February, but it's only just picking up online. The Independent reports that the video of Al's talk has been revealed more than 10,000 to 100,000 times in total this week. The very same week, it so happens that mysterious drone or drones repeatedly dive-bombed London's Gatwick airport, forcing the airport to close for more than a day. To be sure, Al's robot massacre story is a tough one for any rational person to buy into. It's apparently based on a phone interview she conducted with someone allegedly from the CSI, who told her this is serious, and then like that's with Linda, but you're not gonna hear about this in the news. When you're a prominent conspiracy theorist like Al, I don't know how to say his name, so you're going to be the target of pranksters and nuts. None of which means we don't have anything to worry about. Robots might not have secretly murdered a clutch of scientists in Japan, but that could change. Entrepreneur Elon Musk, for one, believes AI one day could be a very real threat to humanity. As AI gets probably much smaller than humans, the relative intelligence ratio is probably similar to that between a person and a cat, maybe bigger, Musk said recently. I do think we need to be very careful about the advancement of AI. And then there's a video above that I can click on if you guys want me to, but...
That's alright, just leave it for it.
Alright, so that's totally
it's probably just yeah.
That's completely BS.
And like I said, like, you know, when you hear Elon Musk, he's like, you know, he's a really smart guy. It's like, once again, it's like we gotta remember that it runs off of code. It has to have coding for it to work, meaning there has to be human intervention for AI to work, legitimately. Like, well, hold up, we have someone in, wait, you know, Hot Garbo's here right now. Hopefully, still, he actually knows code and stuff like that. So hopefully, he can shed some more light on this project.
I forgot about it. Go ahead. And he's gone. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, hold up. Where is he? We need him back here. We actually need him for this conversation. Where'd you go?
Gobbo. Hot Gobbo. Gobby boy. Where you at?
There? We can't hear you.
Yeah, we're not. You're definitely muted if you're trying to talk right now.
Yeah.
He is gone. He is gone. Okay.
Okay.
We can circle
so
back
my
to this. But I feel like
Yeah, we
even
can.
though AI cannot ever be like as intuitive as us, I feel like it can still be a really real threat to humanity under the wrong hand. Because some people want to watch the world burn, you know. So I feel like as AI advances, it can definitely be a really powerful, like, intense tool that we might have to like fight against. Yeah.
I don't think, you know, like I said, like I said, it needs code to. It needs code.
Yo,
to build
Hot
it.
Gobbo!
So here's the thing.
He's back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Did you hear any of like the article that we were talking about?
Okay, he just made a monkey noise and disappeared.
I thought that was Jerome. I'll be honest.
That was that. No, I saw his name pop up, and I was like, "Oh, dude, he's back." He's like, "Ooh." He's gone. He's been kidnapped by the CSI. He's too intelligent. He kept alive. But I don't know, because like that's like the limitations now. A lot of arguments is that it could change in the future because they can even though they can't learn like us, they can look like they can super scan the internet and kind of like almost learn somewhat.
Alright,
Not
so
really,
apparent-
but
okay,
kind of.
So apparently, Hot Garbo decided to take a shower in the middle of our conversation. So.
Oh,
To circle
okay.
back to that. Yeah, anyway, so yeah. No, but here's the thing. This is like one of the most prominent things that like the arguments. The creation can never exceed the master. Ever. That is not physically possible. That is
As of
no,
now.
Like that's no, it can't. A dog will never become a human. No matter how much that dog tries, it will never
Okay,
become
I'm not saying AI will
human,
become
be
a
able to function
human,
like one.
but
Or
they
like
can
be able to, it won't be
definitely-
able to process. It won't be able to process or be human-like.
Yeah,
And so similarly, the thing, and I think the same thing goes for AI. AI will never be able to actually function even remotely closely to a human, because the humans. So for the idea that humans can make something that's out of code, completely out of their own design, and that is somehow able to surpass them, makes zero logical sense.
Okay. What I'm saying though is that like I don't think anyone ever. I think some people do think that for some reason, but I don't think AI will ever become like us ever too. Like it's just not possible. Humans are too like we're biological parts that make us too like impossible for an AI to like copy. But that doesn't mean they can't become a higher threat because like they can still. If they figure out a way to like have a like if some programs a way for them to like find a way to be self-sustaining in like the most logical way, they can become like weapons, like not
the thing,
living weapons,
that is
but like
impossible.
moving weapons.
No, that is. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is absolutely impossible. Because to create the human psyche, you would literally have to create
No,
an
I'm not.
actual working.
I'm not saying they will ever create human psyche. I'm just saying there's a human out there. There's multiple people out there, hundreds of people out there that
Yeah.
would want humanity to fall apart, and they'll be working
Yes.
with these robots to turn them into weapons that will be against us. Like the robots won't be sentient, they won't be like thinking anything, but it could still be a really real threat to humanity because like humans are, you know, they're weird. Like
So
some
you mean like so in other words, it'll be a program in which you can give it a command and it will execute it.
exactly, and they can
So-
create a command of secret desert. Like they can make, I don't know, like some.
Okay,
Like some
okay,
crazy
okay,
stuff.
I will agree. Okay, I will agree with you there. And so therefore, and that's the exact crutch, is the fact that the AI will never, ever have free will.
No, they won't. I strongly
It's
believe that
abs-
they cannot
It is
ever have free will.
It'll be absolutely impossible in every sense of the word. And I do agree with you. Yes, AI can actually be a weapon of mass destruction, but it will never ever be possible, nor will it ever be possible for it to rise, be better than the master, or ever be able to function or process like them. So in the end, if AI were to be used as a weapon, I do believe that it will be a hard weapon to defeat. I will fully agree with you there.
That's
But
exactly
what
what I'm saying.
it won't be able to do is you won't be able to but it can be easily defeated through the use of human intelligence, right? Just like how, because it runs off of code, just like how you can hack into a computer, you can hack into AI. Just like how you can shut down a computer, you can shut down a computer AI.
The AI can, like, if they put like some type of really complicated code, like, because AI can, like, you know, solve equations and stuff really quickly. Like, they can design a code so like it's unhackable if they really felt like it.
I don't know. I really
Like,
don't think
far in
that
the
because-
future too. Like, I'm not saying like present
I know
day.
far in the future. I still don't think that anything is completely unhackable, because there has to be some kind of sort, because the key of encrypting things is that there's a key that is ultimately used to uncrypt them. Because in the end, the creators have to be able to control them. Otherwise, you just have murder bots that all they do is kill. Because you gotta have a way to shut them off. So meaning that there has to, so even when something is encrypted, that means there is a bypass to get to access it to take control. So meaning that there is absolutely no way that you can have AI that cannot function with that cannot be hacked.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that, like, it could be possible, but if there's a group of people that's crazy and insane enough, they can create a crazy, like, impossibly, like, a complex key and just delete it. And then, like, let robots go rampant. And then there'll be no way for us to compete with that unless we have some type of, like, robot, like, similar technology that can find.
And there you go, and that's another thing too. For us to get to that point too, where you have murder bots like that, I still believe that would there be technology too, in which AI will be fighting itself.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely possible. Yeah, but like it's also, I disagree with that completely. Like, it's definitely possible for us to also have the same type of technology and like use that against like AI.
Because like you said right there, so like let's say they created a key and then destroyed it and said, okay, now we have robots that just just murder because that's what they're built to do, right? And they use the AI to process and understand what a human is compared to a robot, you know?
Yeah.
Let me think. So I was gonna go with there. So like, so that means if the key's been thrown away, at that point, if we have a robot that's able to process and do stuff like that, and we have the encryption that's like that, I think it would also be possible to have an AI that can run through the thousands and millions of codes fast enough to be able to crack into it. But not only that, if you have murder bots, there's gonna be an off switch somehow. It's gotta have a power source somehow. So, you know, another problem to solve that would be an EMP grenade, assuming that those are real. Are those real? Or EMP? I'm looking at my editor over here, and he's giving me the shrug.
Yeah, they're definitely real, I feel like. But
EMP, we're gonna do some research here. Are EMP grenades real? I'm just gonna double check just to make sure
I feel like
factual here.
even today, like, there's a lot of ways to bypass that. You can have a bunch of like different like locations for the robots, say like different like backups or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, it
Oh,
says
they
that
can have this, like,
this is a government. Okay. So
Hey,
here, real quick, I didn't mean to cut you off because I found the article, and this is, by the way, a government website. This is .gov. So this is found on doh.washington.gov, and so this is from the government itself, and this is like information that the government has given us concerning these topics. And it says for weapons purposes, EMP producing sources other than the nuclear detonations have been successfully developed.
Yeah.
So there you go. EMPs are in fact real things. So that's another way to fight against AI, you know. And so like, that's another thing too, because like I said, it's got to have a power source. So even if we have murder robots, it takes an EMP and they're done. Code is wiped.
Yeah, but
Especially if they throw. Especially
if they have like
take the key
backup,
and
like
throw it away.
backup main computers, like it
Well,
won't be
but
too
like you
easy
said,
to
if they take
bypass
the
that
key
in
and
the
throw it
future.
away, they can't get that back.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean like just because they don't have a key, like they can design way further on, like a system that like automatically like switches like the main thing. As soon as one is like down,
I
they
know,
can do
but
another
here's the thing:
one.
an EMP grenade cancels out all power that it has.
Oh, so like you're saying
So
like
meaning
they
it is completely off.
But you could design it later on, but like all the systems are connected, and as soon as it sense that the main one's like connections cut off, they automatically switch over. Like just keep
that's
running
true. You
for
can have
it.
them run off
Yeah.
their own code. But if you hit a group of them with a singular EMP grenade, that individual robot is done.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so it's like even if you have murder robots, it's like, oh, it takes like one EMP detonation and now your arm is gone.
But then again, you have to like also like, no, like there's some weapons out there that attack so like devastatingly and so fast that we cannot respawn in human time. Like for example.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Like, oh yeah, that's good. I was about to bring up something, but like you disagreed, so.
Well, yeah, no, I agree that there are weapons that you don't have any time to like react to. What I'm saying is like you know, like you said, like AI. From what you're proposing with the AI thing for it to be like successful weapons, sounds like they would be like murder robots that the government uses.
I feel like
You know?
it could be mobile robots, but I feel like it won't just be mobile robots. Like it'd be like a hive network mind, pretty much. Like this functions.
Yeah, so the problem with the hive mind is that it comes from a source, so meaning it cannot function on its own.
Yeah.
So as soon as you clip that wire, that means they're all done.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, as of now, like they can like find a way to like change it in the way in the future.
Yeah, and then once again, it's like, you know, an EMP can disrupt a singular module that's being used, no matter what it is.
Yeah, but as long as
so, like, even though
if you know the location is, but what if they have like hundreds of like
yeah.
secret like locations? Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like
that's
there's
true.
a lot of
No,
ways to
that's
like
also
bypass all of that.
Oh no, I know there's a way to backpack. But my saying is, like, let's say there is an actual physical threat that AI is using, right? To like
Yeah.
is controlling, that can do this task. That thing that is causing the damage can in fact be stopped with an EMP grenade, regardless of whether the high mind is active or not.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
that
so you're saying,
individual
like,
unit can no longer
humanity will
perform the
always
task.
have like a chance to fight against it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, and like, what do you mean like is faster than what you can do? Like I'm trying to understand what you mean by that. Like, what is it doing exactly?
They can just process like things really fast. Like by like
Yeah, I
they
know.
can solve equations, they can like look through things, they can change their own code like really, really fast.
No, AI can't. I don't think it'll be able to change its own code. That's not possible.
No, it can change like lines of code really quickly. Like they can like decrypt it and like encrypt it like really quickly, constantly.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, but that's useless if there's nothing to power it.
Well, yeah, but like I don't know why you keep assuming that like there's only gonna be one like main thing to power it.
No, I'm not saying there's one main thing. So like, okay, let's go with your hive mind idea. Right, there's a hive mind right here, right, and then it has a whole bunch of drones, right? You have those drones that are in a particular area, right, and that hive mind is telling the drones what to do. If you hit the drones themselves with an EMP grenade, those drones are useless, and the hive mind is also useless.
Yeah.
Because the hive mind has nothing to communicate to, and the drones are useless because they have no power.
But I feel like in the future they wouldn't just only have drones. They have like, hundreds of different ways to do it, like rockets or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
totally.
that.
I know, and those things that you know are being controlled, you just hit with an EMP grenade.
Exactly, yeah, but as long as you know where it is. Well, I feel like you can't
long
hide
as-
rockets and stuff, but like,
Yeah.
it definitely.
So what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
So
that's what I'm
yeah, of
saying.
course, like when something is happening, you know, people are gonna die. Just like in any, just like if someone shows up to a store and starts shooting people, you know, that problem can be solved with you know, by shooting the guy
Exactly.
or like arresting him and bringing a lot of cops in. Similar thing, you know, as soon as an attack happens via AI, you know, it's like, oh, EMP grenade done.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, even though like, it could really be easy. It can be really easy to like do something quickly, but like they could still do damage, and maybe, well, in the future the damage would be too. Like great for like rectify. Like they can wipe out humanity really quickly if it goes rogue. By the
I don't know.
or
I
something.
don't think so. And once again, it won't be able to go rogue. Like that's impossible.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, not like it will go rogue itself, but like someone could just be like, oh, well, I'm just evil, and instead do it. Like,
Okay, I mean, like have an AI that's whole purpose is designed to do that one particular task to destroy humanity.
no, like they
Like,
use
to do
AI
it-
as a
to do it.
tool to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they can
And
design,
I,
like,
and,
a
and,
robot
like,
to,
and I agree with that.
steal
The
all
thing,
the
you know, there's
codes,
evil people
like,
are going to try
legal
and do that.
things,
But the
and,
problem
yeah.
is that, you know, but like, and another thing is like, I understand it can act quickly, but humans can act quickly too. So as soon as you have like a top server in the United States that's constantly being monitored, and then someone goes and suddenly something like you'll see like, you know, because it's under constant surveillance, and suddenly you see something that's not there, it's supposed to be there. Immediately there's going to be like firewalls and things can be put in place to stop that from happening. Because you know, no matter how fast an AI is and how fast the problem solving is, if you have a firewall, it's got to work to get through that. It's going to take time. It's still got to, you know, no matter how fast it is, it's still got to take time to punch through that.
Yeah, but I'm saying like fall in the future, it could be so fast, like it's like not even like a problem for it.
Well, and then there's also another really key thing too. You know what it's called? Manual shut off. That there, you can't stop a manual shut off switch. The only way to stop a manual shut-off switch would be they cut off the power. But then if you cut off the power, you've killed what you're trying to access.
But that would be assuming that we know that someone designed a robot there to hack into like the nuclear codes, and we
That's-
have
and
to
the-
know
and the-
beforehand to do it.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, but here's the thing. Like, because those things are locked down so tight, like, even if it happens really quickly and something... It takes time for those things to launch, right? Like, you know, so someone can hit the button...
Like, okay.
Yeah. So even if you have the nuclear launch codes, you gotta have someone sitting in that room turning the key for it to fire.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there's no way that can happen anyway. And then once you punch through and it doesn't work, it's like, oh, now we know that there's someone has AI that's able to beat the system, and then you just improve the...
Okay. So what if someone just develops their own like nukes and stuff and just do it anyways?
Well, yeah, that's like the definition of North Korea. What are you talking about? So-
Yeah, but like North Korea's like they have like because we can't do anything about it. We can't. We're different allowances and stuff. We bought them to like I forgot what countries have an allowance of North Korea again? Guy? Oh
What?
no,
Sorry, I
uh,
spaced out there.
what country has like an alliance with North Korea?
As a lounge?
No, like they're like they have an alliance with them.
Oh, have an alliance with North Korea? I have no idea. I'm sure there's a lot of
Yeah,
ones that are like that, I'll
I
be
feel like
honest.
there's a big one. I was gonna say China, but I have no idea if it's China or not, so I'm just gonna not that assumption. But yeah, but like I was asking like why is North Korea still a thing? It's because we can't like just bomb them or anything. Yeah, we can't. There's still people in it, you know. Like I feel like they get a lot of backlash if they just nuke the place, and then. Dude, we can't. We just can't. I mean, we. Dude,
Dude,
then
we've
someone
tried
else
to
would replace
assassinate
them.
Putin for years, and we still haven't been able to do that. So,
I don't know how we still haven't freaking a guy there.
so
but-
anyway, so in the crutch of that whole conversation of AI, that one story that we read was completely bogus.
Yeah, it's fake. It's fake. Completely fake. There's nothing else I can say besides that's fake. It's basically fake.
Yeah. Okay, what was the other topic that we were going today?
What was another topic? Oh, nightmares and dreams. Any?
Oh.
Yeah. So let's start off the conversation with what was your guys' dream last night?
Yeah, I don't remember what my dream was last night, I'll be honest.
I vaguely remember it. Go ahead, John. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You just dreamed what it was like to be on Twitter. I get it.
Yep.
Anything? Did I have like a regular dream recently? I had a pretty cool one that like I was a clone in Star Wars, and like we were getting ready.
Oh,
and, like,
cool.
No, like the entire dream was like set up to go into this battle, and then I was dreaming, and like we just landed on the ship. We're about to go out and start fighting, and then my arm went off for me to go to work. And,
Your arm went off? What do you mean? Just fell
Well,
off?
my alarm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, what? No, just so casually about it. Yeah, then my arm just fell off in the gym. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry. The dream I had last night was pretty boring. I was dreaming I was at school, and like I was
Oh,
really
yeah?
hungry. and cause like I don't eat at school, and I'm at school for like a while, like from 10 to like 5. Yeah, just straight up don't eat during that time frame. Oh, breakfast. I just don't eat breakfast. So I'm always hungry at school. But in the dream, I'm really hungry. I'm like, okay, dude, like just think about how much money you're saving by not buying food. And then my stomach was in severe pain. Like I slowly like walked over to like a vending machine and I just bought like peanut M&Ms from and I started eating them. And I'm like, wow. And then like I was like, wait, peanut M&Ms aren't real, because I was just convinced they aren't real in the dream. And then they became like giant peanuts. And I was like, man, this peanut tastes good. And then I just fuck up. Okay? What? But yeah, that was my dream. Really ordinary.
What?
Yeah, I just, so I was really hungry and I bought peanut M&Ms. But while I was
Okay.
eating that peanut M&Ms, like I take a bite of M&M and then just like a life-size peanut in it somehow, you know, like dream logic. And then I was like, wait, this isn't real. Like I convinced myself peanut M&Ms aren't real. And I looked down and I just have like giant peanuts around me, and I just start gobbling on it. And it has like a chocolate inside, and like that was just a dream. I was just gobbling down, like, wow, this is so cool. and I was like, this is so normal too. Like I had that thought. I was like, yeah, this is a normal thing. And yeah.
Eating giant M&Ms.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, so like that was my kind of ordinary dream, I guess. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's my dream.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it. Just that weird.
Yeah, that's why it's like it's basically just me at school, like trying to convince myself not to eat food as I'm getting
Wow.
hungry. Like that's just the entire dream. But yeah, that's all. Any nightmares you guys have? Usually I have like nightmares all the time, but lately I haven't. So
That's good.
yeah.
Oh, so I had like this one nightmare that I remember from like being a little kid. And like, I don't know, it just stuck to me with all these years for some reason. And so like what happened in it is like I went camping with my family. And like some of the my close friends I had at the time. And like we were all like 16 and like an adults, and we were camping like next to this lake. And then like and so I remember like while it turned night, and like we were and I was driving this like really sweet like green like Mustang. It was awesome. No. It was a
Of course it
no.
was
I
green.
remember. It was a 1979 green Chevy Nova. Sick. It was really cool, like classic muscle car. Right? And, like for anyone that knows muscle cars, you're like, oh yeah, bro. And anyway, they're like and so like in the dream I was like, oh dang, like suddenly the car stopped working, and then we stopped, and then all of a sudden like all these robots started coming out of the forest, like these like, you know, like the like when you like, you know, like the toy like robots that have like the square heads.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like the classic kind of like toy robot that
Yeah.
you always think of. Yeah. And so like those ones like started like giant ones like started emerging out of the forest and started attacking our car. And we were like, oh no! And then suddenly the car started working and we drove away, right? And as we were driving away, the car stopped again, and I had to get out to like check on the engine. And then I got it to like fix like the I don't know how I knew what this was when I was a kid, but like I knew that. Oh, you know what? I think I actually know what it. I actually used to watch this. Okay, this is a kids TV show, and I know why I knew about this thing. But the trans. Oh no, I forgot the name. It's the belt. It's one of the belts that you have in your car that like it groups. So essentially, it turns your motor. It's a part of your motor, and it turns your engine. It's like your engine turns and it turns something else. I can't remember what belt it is. This is Belton's name. But anyway, so it was broken, and I managed to fix it, or it slipped off, and I managed to fix it. And then I got back into the car, but the car still refused to work. And like we're sitting there as like, and then like, you know, like the robots were coming back, we're banging on the car, and I remember looking through like the rearview window, and I remember seeing like you know how like peacocks have like those like tails and like they have circles on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like instead of like imagine the tail and like the circles. Yeah, imagine instead of like the circles like being regular circles and like feathers, it was actually like eyes.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah, and it was terrifying. It was like lumbering closer to us. And it was the thing that was apparently like controlling the robots.
it was like slowly lumbering closer and closer to us, and I could watch it through the rear view mirror. We like try to get away, but we couldn't, and then I just woke up.
Jeez, dude, you just found such a gruesome death and escaped.
Yeah, I know. Like that was like one of the scariest dreams that I remember having as a kid. Like I can still see. The weird thing is I can still see the dream like vividly in my head.
Dude. Yeah, it's just one of those dreams that just like it's just that terrifying. Like it just actually traumatized you. Stuck.
Yeah. Oh, one of my okay. So this is actually like it may sound weird, but like one of my favorite nightmares that I've had. You know, which is weird to say. I'll be honest.
Oh no, I totally get you. I have favorite nightmares too.
Yeah, it was just, like, so what it was is like what happened was like I was in this school and like there was this it's like this guy and it's like it was like it was like almost like a film, like almost. It's like there was this guy that was like a murderer and like what happened was he went crazy because he saw a little girl get hit by a car. And like, and it was weird because like, we learned like, cause like my friend was like telling me about like the backstory of like the murderer that got into the school or whatever. And so then like it jumped to a flashback and I saw like the whole events happen, like in my head.
Oh yeah.
Really, yeah, and so like I see like the guy like clutching like this little girl in his arms, like she got flattened by a semi, and then like after seeing it, like he just went crazy and just started murdering kids for some reason. You know, like classic like villain logic.
Oh yeah, dude. I was about to say, I was like, oh, it's that kind, and then it says kids. I'm like, okay, what?
Yeah, so like, so, you know, he was running around like school like just killing fools, and so then like I remember I ran out of the school, right, and I was like, oh yeah, I got away. And then I was like, oh no, I left all my stuff inside the school. Let me go back inside and get my backpack.
What is?
Because I like my stuff.
Dude, your
Right?
dream stuff is just insane. It's crazy. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
And so then like I go back inside the school and then like and so while I'm there, like I find my stuff and it's in the middle of the gym floor, and I'm like, oh no. And so I'm like, it's like all the lights are off now, and it's like just scary, and it's like the darkness is like slowly closing in on me, like as I'm going, and I'm like just in the middle of like, the thing, like putting all my stuff back into my backpack, and I can hear, and then like the darkness is like slowly getting darker and darker and darker, and I can hear footsteps walking closer to me, like from the murderer, and
my
then
God!
my alarm went off and woke me up.
Dude,
I legit
your
had a
alarm's
heart
coming
attack.
in clutch, dude.
Dude, like, cause like it was like I was ready for the jump scare, and then just boom, like oh,
Oh, okay, you just
Dude,
calm?
Yeah, apparently his shower's going a lot longer than he thought it would. But yeah,
Okay.
and I was like, dude, that was like one of the scariest nightmares I've ever had.
Dude, yeah, but it could all be avoided if you just didn't go back for your stuff. Like, it's like what the teachers say at school, like, if there's a fire, please leave your stuff. And like, you're like, your dream stuff's like, nah. Nah, I'm going back in the fire. I'm getting my stuff. I really want my notebooks. What? Like, what did he have, like, in the backpack in your dream that you really
it was just
wanted?
school supplies. It was just school supplies. It's literally all it was.
Just fine. Like, I need this. You're willing to sacrifice your life. like, you can't just like, oh man, it's in the middle of the gym. This would be really bad, and you just go for it because you really need your school supplies.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, I remember that dream like legitimately. Like I remember that one really well because like I woke up, my alarm went off, and it was like my dream managed to jump scare me. It legitimately jump scared me. It was like these footsteps were coming closer, and then boom, loud alarm.
Dude, I understand. That's scary, dude.
That was the one time I woke up and I legitimately had the adrenaline pumping. Like.
Oh my god. Oh god, Joe. Like the tail one. Dude, like you just have the opposite of like claustrophobic, like just make the house bigger. Just damn. Oh, dude. So like, I've been having these weird like dreams. I don't know if they count for nightmares, like, so like a couple of weeks ago, I had this dream that like, I just woke up in my bathroom, and it's all like black and white, and I stared at my reflection, and it was just me. And are you okay? What's happening? Whoa, dude, well, back with nightmares. Yeah, so like I'm staring through reflection, and like he just like grabs me, pulls me in, and starts like whispering, and like he's like, I don't know, like he's like whispering things to me, and I don't know what he said, but understood what he was like, what he meant, like what he's trying to tell me what to say, if that makes sense. And so like I became like this like, I just lost like all empathy and feelings, and like he just like go to the kitchen, or like something like that. Like I just knew how to go to the kitchen, so I just walked to the kitchen, and I just have like a knife in my hand, and like I saw like one of my friends passed out like on the kitchen counter, and like I really didn't want to, but like I also like really wanted to like please my mirror version of myself, so like I just walked up and started like cutting into them, and just like gathering their organs and stuff. And like smearing the blood. Oh. okay, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, I'm done. But like, I would have dreams.
Psychopath.
No, I have dreams like it'd be normal. no, but like I've been having these dreams where like it's normal, and then it would go black and white. Dude, I'm sorry. I keep having these dreams where like everything would be normal, and I'd be like laughing and being normal, and then like suddenly everything goes black and white, and like I see my reflection, and like he tells me to do stuff, and I do it. It's always like some gruesome. It's just like it's weird, and then I'll wake up like confused. I'm like, what is that? Every time.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned to be your friend. I'm
No!
gonna wake up like one night on your counter and you're just be like, I gotta just harvest them organs from my beans."
Sorry, dude. Gotta harvest it. It's like, dude, it's so weird because like while doing it, like I hated it. Like it was miserable. But also like I had to please the miracles to myself. I had to. I had no choice. I had to. Yeah, but like those are like it's always like I feel like I'm being held hostage, like by my mirror version of myself. Like he's like, okay, time to do this now. I'm like, oh my god. Like I hate doing it, but I do it anyways, and I don't know why. it's
Okay,
like this
we're
weird
doing
thing.
this. Hold up. I'm looking it up. Interpretation of said dreams to the Googles. What does it mean? What does it mean to cut up your friend in a dream?
Yeah, but it wasn't like a friend I know in real life. It just I made a friend that like in the dream I knew as my closest friends, and I just it sucked. It was miserable. I hated doing it, but I did it.
One meaning could mean that you dislike this person and find a way, and you want to find a way to remove them from your life, or it could also mean that your subconscious mind is showing you an aspect of your own personality. This part of your personality is probably doing more harm than good.
Oh.
So there's a part of your personality that's toxic to you, in which you want to like kill a friend. What does it mean when you have a mirror?
I'm sorry. It was a dream I had. I don't know what to
What does it mean you have a mirror version of yourself in a dream? Okay, so let's see. What does it mean when you dream about mirrors? This is found on the list.com. Thank you, list.com, for sponsoring this. I'm joking. There's not
No. Yeah, I was just.
Okay,
really
mirrors
cold.
represent a reflection of oneself. It should come to no surprise that the presence of mirrors in your dreams calls for a time of personal reflection. If you're looking in a mirror, you're dreaming of a subconscious representation of yourself according to the circle. The circle notes that looking in a mirror and staring at yourself for an extended period of time may show that your need for self-awareness, as well as signify that there are things about yourself that you don't quite understand.
Okay, so I just don't understand that I'm a
Dreaming
psychopath.
about seeing yourself in a mirror can have a positive or negative connotation, reports Dream Bible. To stare at yourself in a negative light may reflect a desire for self-improvement or positive change of yourself inwardly. Similarly, if you're putting
On makeup in the mirror, you may be recognizing positive change in yourself. Feeling yourself negatively is said to signify negative feelings such as insecurity or jealousy.
Okay, I'm just really insecure and jealous, I guess. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so it says the
sometimes
condition of your
it
mirror
looks like
too.
I'll climb out of the mirror. Like he's always next to me while doing it, like whispering.
Okay, it says the condition of a mirror in your dream may also hold significance, saying, says doors direct. Some common connotations you'll see are broken mirror, a mirror that has been steamed up, or a dirty mirror. While you may associate broken mirrors with 7-year bad luck streak in your life, that doesn't hold the same for dream. According to Dream, doors direct, a broken mirror can point a need to let go of negative thoughts about yourself or less desirable habits, as well as disoriented self-image. When looking into a steamed up mirror, you'll notice that you can't see your reflection very well. When this occurs in this dream state, you may be experiencing a source of confusion in your life. When your mirror is dirty in your physical world, it probably inspires an immediate desire to remove the unsightly dirt. Similarly, the dirty mirror in a dream can signify your need to let go of something you've been allowing to hold you back, such as vices and habits.
Okay, I need to let go of my vices. Like, is that what dream telling me?
So, and then it talks about like different
I need
kinds of
to
mirrors, too, like
improve
mirror
myself.
doors.
It's
same for
all
the
types of
hand
mirrors. All types of mirrors.
So it means you may have like anxiety, maybe.
Okay.
Is someone else in your mirror? Okay, let's go with this one. As with any dream, you may not be the only person representing your dream about mirrors, but what's the significance of seeing another person with you? This may depend on whether or not you recognize the face in the mirror with you. Reports that if you don't recognize the other person in the dream, it may reflect a recent change or a lie you're telling to yourself about the way you are. If you do recognize the person, it may mean that you're letting this person have influence over your identity.
Okay, it's literally just me, but like a bit taller, and like everything I want to be, but evil.
Okay. So here, I'm gonna look up what does it mean if there is an evil person. What?
Evil
if
alter ego
there
dream.
is an evil
Doppelganger. I guess.
version of yourself in
Yeah,
a
so
dream.
I didn't know the dream would be that disturbing to you guys, honestly. Cause like that's some of my most tame like nightmares. But
Okay, here we go. I went to a website called Quora.com.
only 2 weeks ago.
What does it mean when you see a scary version of yourself in a dream? And then this random person says, dreams can mean many things. But important things to remember is that you can use as a tool, is that you create the experience in the end, only know what it means. Dreams are created in the same way you create the life you live. You're interested in elephants, so you work in a sanctuary. Or you have the ability to draw, so you illustrate children's books. These are exaggerated examples to the point is, where there are different create our lives based on choices that we make. If I were to ask you why you've done something, you will give me the explanation. Now, dreams reflect a slightly different scenario, in the sense that they reflect what you feel more than what you think. So, if I ask you why do you have your current job, you might say it pays the bills. If you can, try to feel the resonance in that. You're not saying that you make your job because you love it and makes you happy or good, etc. You have essentially said that you do it because you feel that you have to do it. As a result, your energy reflects a state of being. Deep down, when you go to that job, it's just and this is just an example. When you go to that job, you're actually tense, not using your talents. So there are feelings that you're wasting your time, or deep down telling yourself home is how lame this is, and ultimately you are not being true and creative, talented, happy self. Are you with me here? That means that this is an underlying vibration going on outside of alignment with who you are and who you really are. The same can be said for relationships you have or any desires that go unfulfilled. When you deny a part of yourself that's always been in a state of
Okie dokie. So what am I denying about myself?
Discord. So if you look at your dream and ask yourself what you actually experienced, then you might get some answers. You did not state how you felt, but use the word scary. When in your life, do you scare yourself? Do you get angered easily, or who makes you angry so easily? What tipped you to the point in the dream? What are you doing? Were you looking at yourself saying, I'm glad that I'm not that person"? Congratulations, then. Then you've shown that you have grown so much in your beauty self. You have to look at the work and find out.
what you are looking at, both walking and in dream state. You will not, you can and will benefit from any explanation you do. Asking is the first step. You are loved.
Okay. So what I do?
So there's
Alright, go
probably
ahead.
something in your life. What I'm guessing is that you're doing, because it's you yourself are doing it, and it's something that you subconsciously hate doing or view as evil, and that you shouldn't be doing. And that's causing you to see an evil version of yourself. I'm guessing. But only you. But here's the thing. I don't know enough about your personal. I mean, I know a lot about your personal life, but I don't know enough about it to be like, this is what's causing you to see an evil version of yourself. You have to ask, why is there an evil version of yourself? And honestly, look to see subconsciously, why would the heck would you have an evil version of yourself telling you to do evil things?
That is true. I didn't think about
Because something
this.
has to. Because it says
Especially
right
about
there
the
in that article
concept,
by Brandon
too.
Person, is that
Like-
something is causing it.
Cause like he also said in the article, like, I gotta like look at the reasons why I did it in the dream, and like even though like I hate doing the terrible things in the dream, I do it in like I do it in a way because like the mirror version of me like needs me to, almost like there's another,
So
it's like
sorry, continue.
yeah, go ahead. It's like in the dreams, like when I see him, he's like, okay, do this thing, do this terrible, awful, gruesome thing, and I do it because like I hate it, but like I feel like I need to, and that like he needs me to.
So
Like,
it's possible that your mind's taking something to the extreme. So maybe there's something that you're doing right now that you have to do, but you honestly really don't want to, but you know you have to do it. So okay, I just thought of something. When did you start having these dreams? Like how recently?
This particular dream I had 2 weeks ago, but I started having the dreams a little bit before I graduated high school.
Okay. Okay. So get this. Do you honestly want to be going to college right now?
No, I don't. It kinda sucks. I'm
Do you
not
hate
gonna
going to
lie.
college?
I don't
Okay.
hate it. I just prefer. I
When
would
did you-
prefer not to, but I gotta.
When did you start going to college? How long ago?
4 weeks ago.
Okay. Do you see the parallels in that?
I see. So I hate.
You hate going to college, but you know that it's the best thing that for yourself to do.
Oh,
So
which
your
was
brain
it
has
basically
taken something
basically
that
like a dream.
So even though your evil self is telling you to do something evil, you see school. So this is just an interpretation. It could be really up to anything. But this is from my understanding. So you know you have to do this, and you honestly do not want to. So what your brain did in your dream, because you're stressed about school and stuff like that, and what you're gonna do next, because you said it started happening at the end of school, right? Once you graduate, your next stress is college. So it's something you really don't want to do because it's hard and stuff like that. But you know it's good for you, and you're telling yourself. You're the only person that can make yourself do it, right? So what your brain has done is taken something you don't like, and you don't want to do, and has taken it to the extreme, thinking on a more of an emotional level, like that guy said in the post. You've taken this
That
and
could be
way
so-
taken it out of proportion.
Oh dang, dude! I'm still getting to the point where in dreams I'm like convinced myself you gotta do this. It's like the most
Yeah, and then you
horrific
feel
stuff ever.
like you're trapped by this voice to do it, just like you're in college right now.
Oh man, wow, that's crazy. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. That indeed makes sense. That's crazy. So this just means I just really hate going to college a lot more than I think I do.
Probably.
That was crazy. Wow. Oh,
You
thanks.
know, and and it makes sense, like looking at the timeline events of when they started too.
Yeah,
That's
because
the only thing but like that's from me and my understanding of what's going on in your life. But it could be something. But when you look back, there may have been something else that you've been forcing yourself to do that you don't necessarily like.
I've been going through these Bible studies too, which I'm kind of like conflicted
When
about.
did you start? But when did you know about Bible study though? And like actually start working?
I started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So you don't. So I mean, I guess possibly it could be Bible study that you just don't like. But I don't.
It
I don't
could,
really know
but
about that one
I
too
don't
much.
think so because like these
Because the
seasons
dream
have
started
been
before that.
Yeah, it started before that. It
betting-
reappeared.
I'm-
doing Bible studies, but yeah.
Yeah, I bet you know, which probably is that since you're like, oh, it started
like if you like kept a journal and you kept the date, and you could look at like what was happening during those times when you had those dreams. Like this was 2 weeks ago, so it's possible that like, oh, you're having this because you really just didn't like Bible study that time in particular, right? Because because you said the closest time was 2 weeks ago, and you've done it several times, and so you're not having that dream anymore. You haven't had that dream since, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's possible that. So did it
Kind
happen
of.
like when you graduated or the week before you graduated?
It happened a couple weeks before I graduated.
So I'm betting that there is something, like maybe it could have been like, finals and testing. You're like, you have to do it, and you had to do it, right? Because it wasn't like every day you were having these dreams. It's like it was like every few weeks or so, right?
Yeah, that like.
So I bet
Like
there is
pretty
something that's probably
sporadic,
happening that you yourself you're like, I have to do it, but I really don't want to.
But
Your
I
brain just
don't
took it way out of proportion.
Yeah, probably. I don't think it was testing stuff because I actually was like strangely confident during the test. I was like, yeah, I got this.
Okay, so I'm sure. I wonder if
The
like during
finals.
that week there was something that was going on that was causing a lot more stress that you just didn't know about,
Okay.
or like or you really just don't remember now that it's so far away.
Mate, who knows? It probably doesn't matter that much because I don't remember it, but yeah. So that was my nightmare, Aldian. my terribly
so, like,
gruesome nightmare.
Yeah, and my like understanding of like how dreams work and like the subtle knowledge I have of his life, I was able to hopefully give a proper interpretation. But if we have anyone in the comments that like listen to this and it's like, well, you're actually a psychopath, and I can tell you why.
I can test
what
right. You're really a psychopath.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
us your interpretation of Jeremiah's weird dreams.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know why. It was like it kind of like I know I mentioned this before, but it does happen every time in a dream when I look in the mirror. Because like in the last dream I told you about, the peanut butter dream, like near the beginning, I looked in the mirror and everything was black and white, and I instantly started walking away because like that's a bad sign when something goes black and white.
Yeah, so it could be like I said, the interpretation of mirrors like could be self-image. So there's maybe something about yourself that you just don't necessarily like that's stressing you out for some whatever reason. You can look at it that way too. And so like
I
and
feel
so
like
you
college
see
is a
that,
good idea though. Like I feel like that like
yeah,
matches me well.
college may be one that works, but like since you're like mirrors are a constant like recurring, it could be something that you recently started doing, like that's in your personal life that you just don't like, which once again could be college.
Yeah,
it's a reflection of oneself.
Exactly.
Like that's what dreams always seem to say, when it comes to mirrors. But
But yeah.
interpretation thereon.
That okay, but secrets that wasn't the nightmare I was planning to talk about. I just remembered it because I was like, oh yeah, that's the goofy little nightmare. I was like,
Yeah, goofy.
because I thought this
horror movie
nightmare
goofy,
wouldn't
yeah.
be that gruesome to you guys. Because I was gonna do it like a throwaway nightmare and to talk about the actual like good nightmare I had that was really cool. But
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about the good nightmare that you're talking about.
no, this nightmare's really cool. But it's like it was kind of scary for me personally in the dream. But like in the dream, Jerome, I told you about this one. Like this is the Manson dream, the house party. So it's that dream is epic. But it was, I guess, a nightmare because I was scared and paranoid during the entire dream. But in the dream, my name is Peter, maybe Peter, Jeffrey. I don't remember anymore. Like what was my name in the dream again? Forgot. It was something. I was someone else. I was like some college white boy with brown hair who like drives a car and stuff. And my rich friend.
Hey, wait a minute, that's me.
Oh, that is you! No, but
I'm a college white boy with brown hair.
wait, what? Hey, now you're blonde, are you not?
No, I'm brown, dude. We literally were like, what do you mean blonde?
Are you not
We
blonde?
literally just hanged out like last Saturday. I have brown hair.
Oh man, I'm just colorblind, I guess. I don't know. That's right. It looks blonde to me. Okay, but
I don't know how you look blonde because Jerome was there too, and he's like, he's not blonde.
oh, okay, well, I
Can I send you a picture of
just
myself?
yeah, go ahead. But in a dream, I'm this kid. So like, I was close friends with the school, but we kind of like haven't talked much since high school. I'm bringing my super intelligent high school brother, who's like kind of a jerk, but it's fine by the way. And like but she invited me because it turns out she's super rich. She invited me to a house party, a cousin's birthday. And so I go to the house. It's really big. It's really cool. And it turns into like a murder mystery type thing, where like I'm getting like visions and like time like weirdness where like something happens at the party, someone dies, and like I have like weird like moments where like I'll see things, like see different scenes throughout the house that doesn't actually happen, but then it does happen in different ways, and then like it will reverse back, and then I will have like knowledge that like I'm at the beginning again, but it's like because I had a visit, so I have constant visions throughout the dream that's related to something's gonna happen at a party. And like at first, like I'm trying to figure this out, and like the visions are like centered around my childhood friend. Like I think my childhood friend is the one who's like doing the secret murders, but like she's like pretending that she's really devastated every time like in my vision like someone dies. So like I'm trying to uncover like what's going on, like what's gonna happen, like what and stuff like that. And like I'm constantly suspicious of my friend, but at the same time, like my friend and I are getting like closer, like in the dream. So I'm getting conflicted. I'm like, is my friend really the murderer? Like, my friend's really cool though. but then near the end of the dream, I start like in the house, like I start like having visions about myself committing the crimes or doing like weird things, and I start questioning if it's like me that's like actually like the killer, and it's like. Yeah, so like that's like just the base like thing. Like I didn't describe too much, but like that was the dream. Like it was pretty cool.
Okay, that reminds me of another dream I had. This one like had time travel in it and stuff like that. So, like there's this TV show called Kicking It. Was it Kicked? Look at my head.
Yeah, Kicked. Yeah, Kicked. I feel like it's the guy with the, like white clothes.
There, okay, yeah, my editor's
right?
like, yeah, it's Kicking It.
Kicking It? Okay.
Like, and so the main character, his name is Jack. Shake your head, yes. That's yes. I'm gonna go with Jack. Yes. No, it's not. It's not Jack. I may mute myself just so I can ask my editor what the heck his name is. It's Jack, right? Okay, yes, it is Jack. Okay. so the main character's name is Jack, and so I remember I was with him, and so we ended up going to this house, and like in the house is like was like all like burned and stuff like that. Like there's like and so like, there's a birthday party there going on, and like everyone was like running around screaming. The lights were all purple and stuff like that, and like everything was going nuts. And like this gal like was like, and the birthday girl, like the gal they were selling her birthday for. Like she was stabbed and she was dead, and like the sword was like still in her.
Oh my god!
And then and then so Jack was like, oh dang, like that's intense. And so like no, the sword wasn't in her. We could see that she was stabbed.
That's quipping.
And while we were in the house, like we see this sword that's like mounted up on the wall, right? And then Jack's like, I'm gonna grab this for protection. And I'm like, all right, bud, you do you, right? And so then all of a sudden like we're like, hey, so this is what's gonna happen in the future. And then we teleport back in time, and Jack still got the sword. And we're like, hey, we can go to that party and like stop this from happening. You know, and so he's like, okay, yeah. So we head to the party now, and so now we're there, like, legitimately. And as we're doing everything, like, we see her standing there, like standing on like the table, like no, she's like standing next to the table that she was lying dead on, right? And then suddenly like the lights turn purple, and then like I look over to Jack, and then like he has like this, he's looking at the sword, and he's like, and he goes, I'm the one who did it, and he just stabs her. But here's the thing. This is the thing. This is like when it kind of gets like cool. And then I was like, bro, what the heck was that? He's like, I am the murderer, and I have like, and I'm going to just like, and I can't have you know about this. I'm about to kill you now. And like everyone's running around going nuts. He's like trying to kill me and stuff like that. And I'm like, and you know what? I managed to like rip it, and like I break a leg off a table, and I fight him while he's like using the sword. And then while we're fighting, like, and he like knocks me into the kitchen. And while we're fighting in the kitchen, we see our past selves like walk into the thing, see the girl, and then like teleport back in time. And I was like, oh dang, talk about loop. Like it's like intense time travel stuff, you know? And so then like I managed to like get away. And then like I'm running around, like I'm like, man, I need to find my family, I need to get away from here and stuff like that. And I was like, and then like I noticed that like Jack was wearing sunglasses. Like before we went to the party, he put on sunglasses. And like and so then I was like, and then I was like, wait a minute, why is everyone wearing sunglasses? It's like, it's night now. I'm like, why is everyone wearing sunglasses at night? And I was like, oh, dang. Like, he's actually being mind controlled. And then, like, I was like, no, I shouldn't wear sunglasses. And then, like, I eventually found my family in a car for some reason. And then, and like, all my entire family is wearing sunglasses. And I'm like, oh, no, they're being mind controlled, too. That kind of thing. And then, like, and so I end up running back to the house. And, like, now Jack is, like, the guy in charge, apparently. And he's like, and he has like all these, he has like this really tall guy and this really buff guy there, and he's like, these are my minions. Seize him. We need to kill him. And I'm like, holy crap! And so I start running away, and I'm like, I'm like running through the streets and stuff like that to get away, and I end up running to like and then like while I'm running, suddenly like, I start to like float, but I can't like fly. Like I'm like something
like levitating, but
yeah, I'm like levitating, but I can't control it. So I start floating, but like but I can't like exactly control it. But like I managed to like use that to get away, and I end up going to this like running into the store parking lot, and then like the guys managed to catch up to me and they grabbed me, and I was like, and they're like, this is the end of the line for you. I'm not going to murder you. And I was like, yeah, but about that, I can. He's like, you ain't gonna do that, and I'm like, okay, I need to float now, and like I just don't, and like my body refuses to fly, and I'm like, oh no,
it's against you.
Yeah, and so like, and then eventually I just start floating, and I was like, yeah, you can't get me now, and like the tall guy grabbed me by the feet, and like I'm like, no, and then suddenly I stop floating again, because I can't control it, and so then I just like take off run, and so then and so when I stop floating, like he's not ready for it, so I just fall, and I was able to get away again, and then suddenly like you remember like one of the gals from our school, Trisha?
One that people kept trying to pay you up with?
Yeah, that one, yeah. So like, so she was, and so I was like, she was working at Target, and I was like, oh, I can go find her at Target, and she can help me. And she's like, yeah, don't worry, but I can help you. And it's like, and I remember like Jack was like running in and out of the store, like knocking things over, trying to get to me, and like swinging his sword crazy, like. God. And so, yeah, I know, it was pretty intense. And so then I start running away to like this concert area for some reason, and then suddenly I start floating again, like uncontrollably, like, but now I'm like just skipping, like across like the parking lot and stuff like that, like because I can't control it. I'm like just floating up and down, but I land back on the ground and I keep running again. And eventually I'm like, okay, I really need to, and so like I see like this giant like screen like thing, and I'm like, oh, I can like, it's like if I get up on top of that, they won't be able to find me. And I'm like, okay, start floating, and I start floating. And I was already trying, but like she sees me, she's like, and I'm like, yo, I can float. She's like, no, you can't. I'm like, bet. And like it's just not working any again. And then suddenly I start floating, and I was able to get away, like getting on top of this giant TV. And then like, and I remember like looking like down on Jack, and he's like, look, he's up there. And like they start like coming after me, like trying to like climb up after me, and then that's when I woke up.
Dude, your dreams are like epic, like quirky, like TV shows like stuff. Like it's like you have to really fun and adventure. What the heck?
Yeah. And sometimes they're just weird. Oh no! One time I had a dream where like my entire family got murdered in front of me.
Oh,
and,
what
like,
the?
I ended up like, yeah, it was like I was really sad. Like I woke up that one depressed. Like I mean I killed the murderer that like broke into our house, but like.
But yeah, revenge
like,
doesn't really.
It's not
like,
a fun dream.
Bring them back. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I woke up like depressed in that one.
Dude, that actually that kind of reminds me of a nightmare I had. Well, like my dad was driving us back to our house like way late. Like me and Jerome, and for some reason like we're just younger in the dream. Like I was like in middle school and Jerome was like elementary, and then we got to the house and he knocked on the door, and I felt something's terribly off, and like these like puppet like this puppet like copies about like my mom and my stepdad answered the door, and I just looked him down. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, it's your parents, buddy. Like it's time to go back home. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I'm panicked. But like,
you had a dream about Coraline, my dude.
Yeah, it was basically like Coraline. And then like I was like, no, that's not them. And Dad's like, are you okay? And I like basically just gaslit me. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm just like crazy. I guess I'm just gonna pretend I don't see this. So I go along. I go inside. And like I go to my room, feeling a bit tired. I'm like I'm probably really tired. Like I need to stick this off. And then I forgot. Then I leave my room and I look around to like try and find my parents or puppets now, but I couldn't find them. And I look back to my room and my dad, like a shadow like went over to my dad, and then I just had this look in his face. It just started like he grabbed like my bed sheets and started hanging himself like on the ceiling fan of my bedroom. I'm like, Dad! I'm like, I couldn't stop him. I was like, no. Like I was freaking out. I'm like, no, stop. And then like I saw like I hold my parents, like I looked up and I saw like my puppet parents like laughing, smiling, and fucking wine like on top of the staircase. I'm like freaked out. So like and then Jerome like appears, just like, hey, what's going on? And I closed the door like quickly like behind me because I didn't want him to see that. Like that's like horrible. And so like I go to Jerome, I'm like, we gotta go. And then like Jerome looks at me, he's like okay, like let's go, like let's go. And we're going. And then like and then my brother like stops and he's like, hey, like where's Dad? And I'm like, oh, Dad's gone. Let's go, we gotta go. And Joe's like, wait, what do you mean Dad's gone? I'm like, we gotta go. So I'm trying to pull him, and like he breaks through. He's like, no, where's that? And then the house door like closes side, like between us. So I'm locked outside, and Joe's locked inside. And I just hear like laughing from the puppet people, and Jerome just starts screaming. And I'm like, no! Desperately trying to like break down the door, but I can't do anything. I'm like a little kid in a dream. So it's horrible. And I'm like screaming for people to help us, and then even gets even weirder. Then I see like babe, like little children voices of ourselves like dancing and singing around us about that, and then like I have like and then became this whole thing. And like I woke up just like that was just one of the only nightmares. I woke up just actually like hyperventilating, like scared, like oh my god, like, I was so like traumatized. Oh, and then like something like while like I was freaking out, and I'm like what? I'm like what's going on? Like why did I see these voices and stuff? Who's this guy? Okay.
I mean, we're about to close up the podcast cool? Anyway after this. You just be quiet for right now.
Okay. So like in the gym, and then suddenly like I hear echo. Shoot, I lost one thing I thought. Yeah, but like the gym is weird. Oh yeah, then like near the after like the whole like weird children dancing around me, chanting about death. Like I was like, what's going on? And then I looked around the neighborhood and I realized it was all the houses from my previous dreams. And I was like, wait, what? It's like, wait, I'm under this house. And then like a voice called down from like above. It was like holy light, and he was like, Jamai, you're dreaming. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, like I'm dreaming. He's like, yes, you're all dreaming. I'm like, oh man. And I just stumble into like one of the houses and go to the attic. And I'm like, dude, like please wake me up. This sucks. I hate this. and like this voice is like, I can't. You just have to accept this. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna kill myself. Like I'm gonna wake up. He's like, go ahead. And then just wake up in the dream.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. That was a dream. It was a weird
guys,
dream.
hope you guys. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Podcast About Gaming. My name is Familiar5. Special thanks to my co-host, Gem Dragon, and special guest stars, Hot Garbo, who's only here for a little bit, and Jerome, for helping out today in today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember that there's a link down in the video description telling you where you can join our Discord server, where you can actually give us topics that you want to hear us talk about. We talked about a lot today. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Yeah, boy. Thanks for watching.
Dude, what's up with this? Oh, what's up with this end?